Calypso. Kite Games. SunStrike 4. Spin anything that indicates loading. And welcome to Green&Blue Walkthroughs gameplay video of SunStrike 4. On the 20, we're playing another real-time Texas game, except this one's a bit different. It's from the series which mostly originated the term real-time tactics game in, well, World War II real-time tactics game. Yes, Relic did not originate the Relic did not originate the genre. It was actually, let me look at the name of the developers real quick. It was actually Fairglow that originated the, well, they not originated, the original was Counteraction, but SunStrike hammered the concept home. Like, for example, what Westwood did with real-time strategy games. Actually, I think Westwood invented real-time strategy games, but okay, let's use a different example. What it did with first-person shooters. Wolfenstein 3D was not the first-person shooter. It was the first one we got outside a vehicle, and Doom was the first. Doom originated concepts, and Halo did even further. Quake did multiplayer, but yeah, SunStrike is like them. Actually, I would suppose that Relic is similar to Bungie with Halo. Halo was not the originator of first-person shooters, but it brought in concepts like reaching health, only carrying 2 weapons, melee, that you would find in later games. Normally, as button press instead of a weapon, they find in most shooters at this point, especially with at the point. Anyway, so yeah, what is SunStrike 4? SunStrike 4 is the 4th game in the SunStrike series. SunStrike is a series of real-time tactical games dating back to 2000, whereas the latest one dated back to 2008, with the expansion coming out in 2010. So it's the Command. So basically, it's to put in Command and Conquer era terms, it's the 2s and 3s era. So yeah, and 4 is the newest game. This came out here August 11, 2017. For the price of $49.99 US, so it's a budget title. On Steam, of course. And I believe it's only on Steam. I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure it's only on Steam. There was a beta, actually, that started a couple months ago. Which you actually could have pre-ordered this game last year. Right when it was announced, which was pretty cool. I did pre-order it, by the way, so I do. And for pre-ordering, which you didn't announce until much later, by just giving you the stuff, which is I got the beta. I played a bit of it, but it was NDA, which I didn't realize at the time there was NDA. So I recorded a good video and then realized, oh wait, there's an NDA. I can upload this. So I'm like, oh, but this one, but I don't think the full game has it. Then there's the first 3 games, which actually wasn't on Steam. SunStrike was going to be the first SunStrike game to be on Steam and to be digitally released, as far as I know. Whereas the first 3, the only way to get them, from what I found, is by ordering the anthology, or is by getting the anthology in physical form somewhere. I found it on Wikipedia, but there was only a couple of them, and it wasn't kind of. So thankfully, a couple months ago, the SunStrike games released on Steam, which I should have played them then, but I didn't because I was busy and sick. So. Yeah, and I do plan on playing the first 3 games. But I get to this first, as you can see. I just been taking busy with other games, by the way. So yeah, let's go. Oh, by the way, there's a Steam Workshop, which is very nice. However, there's only one mod on there right now. What was this? Oh, okay, that's unlockables, I suppose. What you got? Focus. If enabled, the game on my clear zoom. My focus is create. Okay, clip play mode. Oh, that's nice. Control. Okay, you can change sensitivity, keyboard layout scheme. And use the keyboard layout. Default means A for attack, S for stop, etc. SunStrike, SunStrike layout maps to control panel with directly at the keyboard, starting with the QWERTY keys. Okay. Which, by the way, I should also mention that SunStrike at least was originally developed by Russians, actually. So that's interesting, because nowadays on Steam and just in general, it's Russia and China which are typically made fun about Western audiences for the release of games, which in Russia, Russian games typically tend to be a little cheaply made, unpolished. Can be good games, but they're rare. Well, Chinese games are usually copycats of about every other game that exists in the West because of China is isolated in the gaming sense. So yeah, I don't necessarily think that myself. I do like Chinese games and Russian games every so often, but yeah. But that doesn't mean that I don't recognize that it happens sometimes. What SunStrike is not that. So yeah, the reason why I brought that up is because SunStrike is definitely not that. SunStrike is good quality. Oh, man, get me up. Do we get that? No. Everything's off! Let's turn on. Turn off. Is there a custom? There we go. On, off, on. More on, there's no more on. Charlie Tell. Only goes to die apparently. I accept your back. Okay, we're good. Language. Use text. Mission character please. Use text. Native. Yeah, you should set that to native. That would be silly. Mission cheddar voice. Definitely going to native. Ally cheddar voice native. Enemy cheddar voice native. Which is nice. It makes text. I guess that's text. System default. So yeah, like a Battlefield in which you can change your enemies to speak their normal language or to speak your language. Place on background, enable the digital sound effects and music while game runs background. Oh yes, do that one. That'd be nice, thank you. Not like I'll be experiencing it because I always play all games in full screen while recording, but yeah. But when I'm not playing games full screen like here, or when I'm not recording, I sometimes play games with windowed or minimize while I'm doing other things, like talking to people, or reading random stuff online, or doing various other things which you can do without having the game in full screen. Which can be in full screen, yes. Full screen, yes. Okay, good. Let's look at. Campaign, as you can see, there's a German campaign, Soviet campaign, Allied campaign. There's tutorials. Let's do the campaign real quick. Alright, the campaign has only 7 missions for allies. Starts baton. German campaign, 7 missions. Okay. That's not exactly good. That's like Command Conquer 3, Command Conquer Guerrilla 3 Uprising type missions, or type campaign. We should know what it is. It's the expansion pack, and it has mini campaigns. I mean, but you bounce between the West and Eastern Front, which is pretty cool. Soviet, which actually bounce between the Eastern Front and Deep Eastern Front. And that guy, don't know who he is. Whereas, let me click on you with German. I don't know who you are either. Alright, the skirmish, what you got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 maps, including the DLC for pre-ordering. Okay. Yeah, beach. I'm a Floridian. I live in places like this. By the way, those are the only generals. I don't think. Yes, each doctrine has different generals. As they have basically you got 3 factions with what, 3 sub-factions? Yeah, I've heard that story before. You know, these are the things that you unlock. Which, by the way, that is a reference to Command Conquer Generals, or Command Conquer General Zero, its expansion, which is 3 factions, 3 generals per. Which is not exactly bad. Well, it's not exactly amazing either. Panther, okay, you get Panther 2Ds. Half track. Panther 4H. Your infantry though. Infantry drill. Okay. But also rare things, so you can see who has what. Which we will be playing the tutorial first, even though I don't need it because I did play it in the beta, and I did play a match, which I wonder if that footage around, although I'm not quite sure if it's shared or not because it is NDA. Oh, well, that's good. You get put soldiers on tanks. Okay, what you got for your armored? PS4J, PS2D, anti-aircraft gun, another 2D, and Tiger 1E. Okay. Modification. Which, by the way, I should also mention that all the sub-factions are the exact same sub-factions as infantry, armored, support, infantry, armored, support, infantry. Of course, lean towards your dudes, your GIs. Armored, of course, leans towards tanks. Kinda, but mostly leans towards having a heavy tank. And then support has artilleries and stuffs. These are interesting abilities. We should believe all these are passive. Well, passive and can be activated by action. Or all, once the thing happens, that should be. Okay, support. Okay, so there are premium rounds in the game. Speaking of all things fan heavy, but no really. Those are APCL rounds were used in World War II. They were actual things, and the reason why wargaming decided to make them really expensive or pay with real blood money is because they were really, really rare. So yeah. So these, so in this game they made it a ability for just a certain commander. It's pretty cool. Aircraft vehicles, light tanks, self-propelled anti-aircraft vehicles receive the ability to pull to a gun. That's pretty cool. Okay, so the generals share abilities, but they do have their unique ones. I see you, Wasp. Oh, you're a Wasp. Okay. Okay, well, you know what? Let's save that light for last. So be it. Take cover, of course. When I was looking at the dates for the for the last game of SunStrike come out, because until I saw SunStrike 4 available for pre-order on Steam, I'm like, I didn't know about SunStrike at all. And it turns out that, yeah, I mean, it's an old World of Tactics series and a beloved one. It's just I didn't know about it. Because it probably been because you probably had been a PC gamer that was into strategy games, that wasn't just, and also into strategy games that weren't real-time strategy. That was more, well, that was real-time tactical. Not into like Command & Conquers, which I was into, or StarCraft or anything like that, or just be there all of it. Because I know a lot of shooters which are one-offs like Brink and a bunch of others, which I'm trying to remember at this second. But yeah, but strategy games, I guess the only strategy game I really played growing up were of course Command & Conquer, and sometimes others, but rare. So you got pick back to T-34 76. Like, wait, look at that, T-3045. No, it's a 76, which is no T-34. It's that right there, and that's what typically happens to T-34s. BT-7. This 5, BT-7M, M3 half-track, another T-34. I completely forgot why they have duplicates on the screen. I'm pretty sure it's not because you can only have this amount of stuff on the field at one time. But yeah. Okay, Soviet armor. What think we got this time? This is an IS, I believe. Alright, this is interesting for the Russians. We're made for Perdium Mobile. Mobile. Vehicles become immune to everything failed due to critical hits. But Russian tanks. Yeah, I'll give them that, because Russian propaganda is like, you must always keep going. I don't care your engine doesn't exist anymore because it'll explode after one shot. Keep going. Or explode, or just failed because shoddy engineering. Oh, okay, then we have shoddy engineering, shoddy factory making. But it's fine. For Russian stuff, it's fine. I mean, running siege, yeah, that makes sense. I mean, it won't make sense. It won't make sense for British tanks, other than for the same reason, because British tanks like to fall apart, or not. Well, British tanks don't fall apart per se. They just engines start failing on them, because that's one thing the British never seem to understand, even now with the Challengers. And from World War I with their Mach 1. The first tank, and the newest tank still is weird for the armor. That makes sense. They do have upgrade command hatches. What? Russian tanks don't have good command hatches because they're going for armor. But sure. Alright, T-34, BT-7. This. BT-7, T-34-75, and IS-2. Last one for the Soviets. Big reload, oh wow. Now I wonder what they're gonna be doing for added on stuff. Like, are they gonna have free updates, or are they gonna have DLC, because they might need it. Because the reason I quickly glanced at the Steam page reviews for this game and found that everyone is complaining about how expensive it is for the content, which 7 missions per 3 campaigns, that is. That is like what, 12, 13 missions overall? Or, well, no, 23, I mean. That's for the tongue. Overall, if I did my in my head quickly, which I'm trying to do with AED, it's hard. But yeah. Wait, so that's 3 missions not bad, but it's not bad if the mission's less than an hour, or at least 30 minutes. It could be worse. And you got Skirmish, as you can see, which is infinitely playable if you like it. Although there's only a handful of all maps, which is not good. And then I see SU something. SU 122, assault gun, yeah. So they're not all artillery. That's a tank destroyer. Or, well, that's an assault gun. Different tank destroyers. Assault guns are meant to well assault positions. Tank destroyers are meant to kill tanks. And also, assault guns are heavily armored, whereas tank destroyers are really fast. Okay, what you got for the Medikins? Extra magazines, that's nice. Extra ammunition, ooh. How's that gonna work? And grenades, piggybacking. Grenade drills. I like grenades for the Americans. Backpack. Victory units deploy with one extra ballistic gear. Oh, that's cool. TNT, yes. Seeing grenades, left guy. Infantry units, you see 10% damage reduction, sprint, oh wow. Binoculars, mission gets. Deploys 2 landmines, machine gun gunners, deploys 1 grenade, or rocket launchers, mission dependent, and paratroopers deploy with 1 TNTs. Okay, so if you want to kill tanks, so basically, oh, you're British, okay. So if you want to kill things with grenades, you pick the Americans. Or if you want to kill tanks with infantry, you pick the Americans. Or the British. The Allies. It's a baton, of course. I think it hatch automatically. Stayed. M4, A4, Greyhound. M3, half-check, aircraft gun. Checking my personnel carrier. That's the normal one. Alright, what you got for armored? Extinguishers, MR vehicles are immune to instant flux potions caused by bullets. That's American. Later on in the war, once we figured out to put everything in water. Of course, that's Pan, which also makes sense for Pan. Check out very American too. It's also American. Improvised armor, American. Well, not very Pan, because Pan did like that. Pan actually figured out that putting sandbags and air tracks into a vehicle only wears it down, instead of, you know, protecting it in any way. Periscopes, also American. Top quality, full American. On the cavalry, also American. And grenade. Alright, 44. Actually, this may be what you start with, actually, now I think about it. Pershing. Loving my Pershing, my American Tiger. Guess they're loading. Overall, I do like to build these. The build these make sense for who they are. Also American. I think I should know you. I think I should. Shots. Wow, okay. Margaret. And the priest, alright. We'll be alright. Well, actually, let's switch it over to Pan if we get a chance. Alright, so let's go back. Yeah, there are 5 maps with DLC. Yeah, that's not good. Tutorial, what you got?
The instructions and capture the railway station.
Okay, it's pretty nifty. Start mission. And 3 factions with 3 generals, which I guess I'll play differently. Could honestly be more. I mean, this is how things were like aside from the map difference. And they having like a mini campaign. That's how things were like with strategy games before modern day. And, you know, back in 2007 or 2006. So yeah, Battle of Poland, September 1939. A battle which people typically forget, or not forget, but aren't really much in video games very much.
Wir müssen den Bahnhof einnehmen. Schicken Sie Ihre Männer vor, damit Sie eine sichere Route für unsere Panzerdivision finden.
Alright, I will. Alright, Kommandant.
Im Sichtfeld zum markierten Ort und machen Sie sich mit Ihrer Umgebung vertraut.
I guess if you're finding it for the first time, you shouldn't have your native voices on. But yeah, this is the game. Yeah, it's what I didn't like from the beta either. It's the fact that the screen only does that. The zoom is only this, which makes it kind of but it's fine. Oh, move the camera. Yes.
Wählen Sie Ihr Fahrzeug und fahren Sie geradeaus. Kommandant, bewegen Sie Ihr Fahrzeug zum markierten Ort.
Alright.
Transporter meldet sich zum Dienst.
Oh, by the way, this game is this. Yes, it even has an arrow.
In der Nähe gibt es eine Brücke, Herr Kommandant.
Hervorragend. Nähern Sie sich vorsichtig.
Alright. I'm so not used to not being able to understand my tutorial instructors. Unless I'm playing a Japanese game. Then I'm used to it. But this is weird.
In Bewegung, Kommandant.
They're very nice. Nice that they didn't force you to have the tutorial instructors talk outside the native language.
Feinde bei der Brücke.
Oh no, maybe it's in our reach. Or in the bridge.
Greifen Sie sie sofort an.
Alright. I think we complaints.
Auf dem Weg.
Actually, do you have a machine gun in the half track? Oh, that's my safety thing.
Lassen Sie sie nicht entkommen, Sie wissen zu viel. Verfolgen und eliminieren Sie sie.
Alright. Oh, that's not good.
Verdammt. Die Brücke ist blockiert. Sie müssen einen anderen Weg finden. Lassen Sie Ihre Männer nach einer Furt suchen, damit wir den Fluss überqueren und die Panzerabwehrkanone ausschalten können.
Alright.
Zu Befehl. Wir haben einen passenden Übergang gefunden, Herr Kommandant.
Bewegung, Männer!
Erwarte Befehle.
This is one of the very, very, very rare games that's being very generous. Because I'm pretty sure I've only experienced 3 games, or 2 or 3 games in my entire life that actually taught you how to do this. I'm serious. No game ever taught you how to do this. Or there's almost no games that teach you how to do this. At all, for some odd reason. It's so useful and so basic, it's just not many games ever teach you how to do it. By the way, there, cover.
Infanterie in Bewegung. Infanterie in Bewegung.
I guess he's saying infantry on the move.
Infanterie in
Or
Bewegung.
in motion. You know what German is? It's very similar to English. You can pretty much guess what it is half the time.
Infanterie in Bewegung.
Tutorial, alright. Alright, we'll start on.
Bewegung, Soldaten. Bewegung, Soldaten. Wir sehen die feindliche Panzerabwehrkanone, Herr Kommandant. Infanterie.
Eliminieren Sie die Mannschaft und nehmen Sie das Geschütz.
I got.
Das wäre einer weniger.
I wish I could zoom in more. The graphics are good enough for you to zoom in more, but you just can't. So there's gonna be a mod for that. Because it doesn't Steam Workshop like I mentioned before. Oh, this game is gore now? This is gun. Come on, guys. There you go.
Infanterie in Bewegung.
Oh, don't get him up.
Infanterie in Bewegung.
Nehmen Sie das Geschütz ein und halten Sie damit die Brücke, bis unser Panzerbataillon ankommt.
Artillerie einsatzbereit. Kanone wird versetzt. Infanterie meldet sich zum Dienst.
Unfortunately, I can't get you up because I'm a medic.
Bewegung, Soldaten. Bewegung, Soldaten. Infanterie meldet sich zum Dienst.
Rotate gun.
In Bewegung, Kommandant.
Got. Yeah, it's time. Wo steht
Ja,
der?
Kommandant. Verstanden. In Bewegung, Kommandant.
Also, this is one of the rare games, which I believe Rare 3 taught you this too, where you can actually, where they teach you how to rotate.
Kanone in Bewegung.
And also, one of the rare games that actually has a rotate system like this, which, this shouldn't be rare! It just is for some odd reason. How are you not turning?
Kanone wird versetzt. In Bewegung, Kommandant. Kanone wird versetzt. Befehle? Ja, Kommandant. Kanone wird
Wait, why aren't you
versetzt.
turning
In
around? You should be
Bewegung,
turning around.
Kommandant. Ja, Kommandant. Kanone in Bewegung. Kanone wird versetzt. Na los! Kanone wird versetzt.
Okay, this is weird.
Bestätigt. Bestätigt.
I'm skipping load. Huh. I might miss what it said, to be honest, but... Oh, well, they put tanks, they put, I forget what that's called. Marks of Excellence on artillery? The Germans did? I'm pretty sure that is. Well, and the tank guns? Okay, let's
Artillerie
try this again.
einsatzbereit.
How do I get you up from... Oh, do you need friends?
Erwarte Befehle.
Yeah, you need friends. Oh, the Panther 2s? There we go, you need friends. This is not
Wie
better.
lauten die
You can't turn the entire artillery all by
Zu
yourself.
Befehl.
Yeah, that's gonna be
Infanterie in
silly.
Bewegung. Infanterie in Bewegung.
Actually, all these Panther 3s, yeah. Look at Panther 2 there for... They look like Panther 2s there for a second. Because of how small they were on the screen. It's running reinforcements. Okay, look at that. Ah, it's cute. 70 Ps, okay.
Bereit zum Angriff.
There goes his tracks and his engine.
Befehle?
Shoot him.
Zielen. Jawohl. Angriff!
Can you move?
Wunderbar.
Oh, they're
Formieren
retreating.
und weiter Richtung Bahnhof vorrücken.
Alright. How do we
Erwarte
pursue?
Befehle. Feuer.
He's disabled. Okay, that's cool.
Beeilung.
Don't worry about him. He's done.
Erwarte Befehle. Das wird einer weniger.
I said he was done.
Kommandant, einer unserer Panzer wurde schwer beschädigt und hat seine Ketten verloren.
Oh, how's that been?
Holen Sie ein Reparaturfahrzeug und reparieren Sie den Panzer, bevor wir weiter vorrücken. Wir müssen alle uns zur Verfügung stehenden Mittel einsetzen.
Yeah, this
Befehle, Kommandant.
really long
In
after
Bewegung, Kommandant.
with the interlocking wheels. Or not interlocking, but the Herschel wheels.
In Bewegung, Kommandant.
I think you said it was mines.
Wunderbar. Formieren und weiter Richtung Bahnhof vorrücken.
We can build a bridge
Ohne
here.
Infanterieunterstützung sind wir in diesem Panzer nahezu blind, Herr Feldwebel.
Balance
Öffnen
point.
Sie die Klappe, dann sehen Sie mehr Soldat.
Ja, Kommandant.
Wunderbar. Formieren und weiter Richtung Bahnhof vorrücken.
By the way, despite how more or less simple this game looks, especially when you can't zoom, this is the max zoom in, and just how general things are. This is as complex as any other real-time tactical game. It's just, you know, it's just basically set on different viewpoint, more like a real-time strategy game.
In Bewegung, Kommandant.
As you can see, because in tanks in real life you can barely see out, aside from the cupola on the top of the tank, which only, which the American, British, and Germans have really. See, they're next to each other. In order to see really well, you gotta open your hatches for the driver or for your commander. And just how this game is simulating it. Tank? they can't see us.
Da ist ein eingebunkerter Panzer am Eingang.
Well, it's just a light tank.
Umgehen Sie ihn und schießen Sie auf seine Schwachstelle.
Ah, it wouldn't be that too simple. I'll do it anyway. I'm seeing it? Oh, that's not good. Yep. Also, this is, it doesn't have armor physics. Like you will find in, okay, I mean, we moved too far. This is armor physics like you would find in, some strategy or real-time tactical games like War or, what's it called? My bad. I forgot what the game I played recently, which is one of the few real-time strategy simulators. I really have to blank what's called. But that game too. Okay, move up a little bit. On fire will. Fries! Never ready.
Ich bin beeindruckt. Der Bahnhof gehört uns.
There you go. That's closing from the side. We win! We win? We win! I was a bit, you know, son.
Saturday, September 2nd, 1939. Yesterday was a glorious day for the Wehrmacht. I have never seen a military machine work so effectively. Our superior tanks swept through the ranks of the Polish army like a hot knife through butter. I was shocked, however, to see how rural Poland is in comparison to our beloved fatherland.
Yeah, further away. You won so easily.
Well, in the end, it's the victory that counts. I still don't understand how the Polish managed to keep us at bay so long, but we achieved our goals.
Because they wanted freedom.
My comrades have been telling me how well Guderian led his tank crews into battle near the town of Wisna. It must have been a sight to behold. I'm glad I read up on his tactics before the attack. Our successes in Poland have brought the French into the arena, and we are being relocated to the west. I can't wait to show them what German soldiers are made of.
And remember, at this time, France was considered a superpower. Because remember, it was a couple months from this date, September 1939, that France became not a superpower. France became, I guess, what people consider cowardly. But that's only because of, you know, the fact that the Germans went past their defensive line, went past the... I'm like on the name. I'm like the Siegfried line, right? No. Yeah, the Siegfried line by going through the oh man, I'm kind of blanking on stuff today. By going through the how was it called? But basically a forest that the French thought was impenetrable, and they penetrated with their tanks because they cheated with using fast tanks, which the French didn't really take into account. Also, take your dues. Also, you see that? You see this kind of footage, or see the footage of those Tiger 2s a lot, because it's footage of Tiger 2s moving through the city, which they can't be much of. 4.